British Prime Minister Boris Johnson is now apologizing as he faces pressure to resign over parties he attended at Downing Street during the nation's strict lockdown. A new report calls the gatherings a, quote, serious failure to observe not just the high standards expected of those working at the heart of the government, but also of the standards expected of the entire British population at the time. ABC's Will Reeve is in London with the latest on that. Well, we heard Boris Johnson there go before Parliament and both apologizing but also trying to defend himself and the job that he's done as Prime Minister. How did he do there?
That's right, Diane. He began apologetic and then pivoted to proud and then ended defiant. And he kept referencing that all that he really cared about going forward was getting on with the job. But he did begin by saying, firstly, I want to say that I'm sorry. He acknowledged the sacrifices that so many people in Great Britain and around the world have had to make amid COVID, while there was the backdrop of members of Johnson's staff within 10 Downing Street hosting gatherings with alcohol when England was enduring some of the strictest COVID lockdowns anywhere in the world at the time. It's been a contentious afternoon here in Parliament. Johnson defending himself against members of the opposition parties, including Theresa May. She resigned as Prime Minister. That led to Boris Johnson taking office 2.5 years ago. And when she stood up for questioning, she said that the Prime Minister either didn't understand the rules or didn't think that they applied to 10 Downing Street. And Johnson, every time he was questioned, just kept referring to that report from Sue Gray, saying that that contained the answers and that the Fuller police investigation that will be released soon would contain more. And he kept touting his record on jobs, on the response to COVID, even referencing that Britain stands with its NATO allies on the doorstep of Russia amid the Ukraine issue there. Very defiantly, very proudly defending his record and trying to pivot to move forward rather than focusing on what has happened over the past 20 months that included a lot of parties and behavior that the report found to be highly inappropriate.
And so what are the chances that Johnson actually steps down or is removed from power at this point?
Short answer, slim. A little more complex of an answer, here's what would need to happen. 54 members of Johnson's own Conservative Party would need to send a letter to the party chair, triggering a vote of no confidence when it hits that 54-member threshold. And then that vote would be held and would just need a simple majority for Johnson to have to resign or to be removed from power. But based on the way Johnson is positioning himself, the way he has been speaking in Parliament today, that looks very slim. He is holding on and keeps coming back to the idea of getting on with the job, which he, of course, and his party seem to want him to do, and opposition and many members of the British public seem opposed to. Diane?
All right, Will Reeve in London for us. Thanks, Will.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.